Welcome, boils and feral ghouls, to the continuation of Let's Build a Settlement here at the Far Harbor Visitor Center. In the previous episode, we built this awesome piece of something or other and cook. And I asked you all to take a wild guess at what this is supposed to be and what it's modeled after. And I'm kind of recording these videos back to back from that video to this video, so I don't know what you all have been saying in the comments, but yeah, here you go. This is modeled after the diner in Diamond City, including the chef right in there. So if you got it, fantastical. If you didn't, what's wrong with you? All right, so we're gonna keep working on this bad boy, and I'm gonna see if I can find the stuff that I need in order to... There we go. Nice! To make this thing really stick out. Alright, so let's turn off our surface snap in there. And we're just gonna kind of lay this bad boy in place for a moment. And we're gonna work it right here. And see if these snap together. I hope they do. They do not. Why would they? Alright. So we'll just kind of replace them as best we can. And try to make them look as realistic as we can, even if that means having a little bit of a gap in there, which is even betterer. Awesome, awesome. Might be able to tell what I'm doing here. If not, what's wrong with you? Again. I'm just kidding. So, yeah, we were making some makeshift counter space here for our patrons. And we're just going to kind of... There we go, I got the right one, correct. Grab some flat planks here and just kind of put them in place. Nice. And, let's see what else we got. I don't know if we have anything that's narrow enough to fit in here. These are all a little too wide. We don't really need all that space, so I think we're just going to kind of stick with these things. Let's see what else we got. Let me turn off my highlighting so we can actually see them. Nice. Alright, I like that guy there. Take this one and stick it here. I love the fact that it's got like a angle on it. Actually, we might just leave this one as is with that little shelf there and that, because I think that looks awesome sauce. And let's see. Ooh, definitely got to put this bad boy in place. This way we can keep things kind of, you know, random. We don't want it to be cookie cutter. Much as I love cookies, don't want cookie cutter. Drop that guy in there. Let's look at our angles. Cool. I'll take it. Alright. Ooh. We have a wiener right here for this one. Nice. That one was quick and easy. Do I have another space to do? I don't really want to use them back to back. So, I'm just going to build our own again. Alright, let's put, you know what? Let's use some shorties. Let's put this guy here, right? And then we'll put his little friend here. We'll spin that around. Too long. Oh, you're too long. You know, it might have to overlap these, so let's just stick it in place so we can line this up. Ooh, actually, I kind of like that idea. These two kind of go into each other, make a nice little angle like that. That's cool. Nice! Now we have some counter space. Now we need some stoolies. Let's see. Furniture. Let's see what we have. Ooh. Not really. Okay, so we're going to come back this way to our chairs. What do we have for stools? That's a little too basic. Not really feeling them. That's too small. Let me turn my surface snapping on. Yeah, that's way too small. What the heck was that? Oh, okay, too short. Yeah, we might have to actually use stools from something else. There's our little fisher dude. Oh, you know what? We got this guy. Hang on. I don't know if I put anybody over here fishing. We didn't. Alright. We're gonna stick that right there, and then we're gonna get it into the ground. There we go. Oh, jeez. That thing's sticking up. Hang on. We gotta find a better place for this guy. You know what? Hmm. Hmm. Close, yeah. Alright, we're gonna have to get some ground coverage here. Hang on a second. And we'll go right back to where we were. You know what? Maybe we can use a stump. Jeez. We have a really short one. Really? Oh. Blisters. Really? You show a little dude right there in the thing and then you don't give me that? That's not cool. Can we maybe hide that? There we go. Create the illusion that it's in the ground. From this angle too. Of course that would really be tickling your ankles as you're sitting there, but who cares? Alright. Back over here. What was I doing now? Oh yeah. Right. Okay. I had to think about that for a second. Because I found the stupid fishing seat. Yeah, these are all too short. Alright, so we're gonna have to... Let's head on over to USO Furniture. Where am I going? Seating. Stools. Of course, I don't know which way these things are supposed to be facing. Let's see, where's the angle on that one? So I think that's facing forward. Let's see if I guessed correctly. I did! Awesome. I will have a hamburglar, please. Sir? Talk to him?
Protect and serve.
Oh, you're lame. You don't even, like, serve me food. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and do a save. I have nothing to show for my other build there. I haven't touched it in quite a while, and I've actually been super busy. Alright. Back to seating. There we go. I have no idea for the rest of these, so I'm just gonna have to kind of play around. Ooh, like that guy. I can tell which way that's supposed to face. Oh, geez, you're off. We'll stick you there. We'll stick that guy right there. Stick this little one here. I'm probably gonna have to test each and every one of these unless I just want to kind of say fudge it and leave them, which is perfectly fine with me. I don't really care. Don't even know if I'm ever gonna have anybody sitting at these, so not that big a deal. That one. But, yeah, another one of these. Let's get these. Whoa. Where I want them to be. Or where they make a little more sense. And, oh, look at this. You have somebody that's all by themselves right here. Give you this special diner one. Right there. Cool. Alright. Now we've got some seating. And you know what? I'm just going to test them out.
Protect and serve.
Okay. Apparently that one's on an angle. And I'm fine with that. Except I will fix this one and then the rest can stay exactly the way they are. There we go. Okay. Onward. Let's go into... where am I going? Creative clutter. Rooms. Kitchen. Clutter? Why not? There it is. Oh, look at that. I'm drinking some coffee. I hate coffee. It's disgusting. My apologies to anybody who actually likes that swill. I do not. It's wretched. Worked at a Dunkin' Donuts once for like a week, I think it was, or a couple of days. Something really short. And I served enough coffee to last a lifetime. And then I quit that job because it was awful. I already had another job too at the same time. I was working at a movie theater at the same time. And the person that owned the movie theater also owned the Dunkin' Donuts. And he begged me to go to work at his drunken doormat's place. And I was like, fine. Worked there for like a day or two. And I was like, I quit. I'm sticking with the theater. This is awful. Let's see. No, let's just keep on putting these out. Or I must have like a rusted up version of these, but I don't really care. Just throw them in, and we'll continue on. Ooh, Need some sugar for your coffee there, bub. Stick a little salt and pepper here. Some hot sauce. We'll keep that behind the fence, just in case, because people might pick it up thinking they can handle it, and they cannot. Some ketchup and some mustard. Not a huge fan of mustard. I love honey mustard, but regular mustard, ugh. Bleh. Yeah, let's just keep putting some ketchups and mustards in places. Mustard. Some salt. Salt for the wound. I'm just gonna have salt and pepper here. Nice. Oh, these are way off. That one there. No, we're gonna move that one over here. Makes a little more sense. Let's see what else we got in here. Anything that I want to put in outside? Really? Alright, let's move on to, maybe we'll sit down a plate of cookies. Somebody was eating some fresh baked cookies. Of course, it's not going to let me get it where I want it. We'll have to do a little bit of that. Nice. Place settings. Yeah, this is going to be a little funky. Stick that like that. Back over here. Scooching on in so it's not falling on the ground. Let's see. Put a just finished one here. Excelente. And this one knocked something over. What did they knock over? What is that? Oh, beer bottle. Guess they were getting drunk. Ooh, that looks festive. That looks yummy. There, I was drinking that. Alright, cool. Alright, so in the center there, I did put a stove. I didn't really plan on keeping this one. I just kind of stuck it here. But we might use it after all. Because that would be kind of neat to put a little chimney stack here. So let's go to Woody's Wasteland and start with that. Alright. Whoa! That's not what I wanted. There we go. I just saw wood. There we go. And building, no, decoration. There we go. That's the bad boy I'm looking for. Alright, let's get ourselves a pipe. And let's stick it. Use that for our height. There, dead center. Excellent. And that's not too far off. Get you going right there. I'm just kind of scooch you in there. Over a hair. Awesome. Alright, let me out. Let's see. Oh, that's like perfect. We'll get ourselves our little thing. Nice, we are open for business. The chef bot can cook. Except this is crooked. Now we gotta realign this all over again. Not that it really matters all too much, but just for ships and bibbles. Just a little crooked. And it is going to kind of bug me if I don't align it with that one. Okay. Now let's try tapping yon over and tap yon over. Cool. That'll do. Alright. So now that we've got that, we need some counter space of some sort, I think. What else we got in here? What I'm looking for. Nope, still not. Must be in here. There we go. Nope. Over here. There we are. There, yeah. Okay. I'll stick this here. The sink. Actually, no, we'll do that the other way. Stick this over here, maybe. Sink over here. Robot's gotta wash his mechanical hands, I guess, before he gets back to work. Is it sitting low? Nope, that's where it's supposed to be. Okay. I will shrink these down a little. They look a little awkward. Oh, and we're glitching into the pipe there. Can't have that. And off. Down like that. The pipe, the pot. That's what I meant. Cool. Now we've got ourselves like a little cooking station thing here. And I think we need a table to come onto the back of that. And go into tables. Business. Let's see what we got. Cool. Maybe. A little on the small side. Maybe. We'll just chill right there. Oops. Not quite what I was looking for. Home, office, miscellaneous mods. What do we got? Ooh. It's very wastelandy-ish. It was kind of more what I was thinking, but... Alright, I think I'm gonna go with this guy. Like that. I'm stuck. What am I stuck on? Oh no! There we go. Careful, kids. Don't get stuck in your own game. Figure this out, because we're in... Oh, jeez, you're like way up in the air, dude. Way, 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 way up in the air. Holy potatoes. Alright, that's better. With that valve there. It isn't that big of a deal. Just to get under the thing like that. Yeah, okay, that works. And but I think I want to move a little more this way. I'm going to center this off. Okay, how are we doing? Plop. Squat here. Yeah, I could work with that. I mean, it's going to be like hot and probably start a fire, but he's a robot. Who cares? Okay. Get rid of that table. We don't need it. Make sure we can fit all the way around here. It's going to be a little cramped in this place, mainly because of them pipes. But that's okay. Alright, we need some more kitchen-y stuff. Actually, let's go into decorations and check out WDP first. Food and drink. And, aha! There we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. Oh, jeez! I missed. Oh, no. Beer crate. Nice. I want this to be like... here under the shelf. We'll stick it on a little bit of an angle. It's because we can. Awesome. Alright, we want that. Ooh, they're a little too big. So let's make you and then let's shrink you just a little. If I can get you on a shelf down here. Nice. That works. I know it's not perfect, but such is life. Alright, let's see what we got. You know what? Right here on this counter. Stick that. That's too big. Some vegetables. Ooh, right down here. Excelente. Boom. Some more vegetables. Must have another space like that somewhere. Could put it on the ground, I suppose. Yeah, how come that's the only one that has that shelf? Huh. Weird. Whatever. Alright, so we'll stick this one below the shelf. Put stuff wherever you can find room for it. Alright. Ooh, silverware. Excellent. And, okay, we're spent. Let's see. Gardening. Not really. Okay. OC, decor, Ator, kitchen, and dining. Oh yeah, beverages. Gotta have. Come on, give it to me. Where is it? Better be in here. There we go. Just like in Diamond City. There's a bottle of Nuka-Cola Quantum just kind of randomly chilling. Maybe they're using it in their recipes or something. But Remember the first time I went to Diamond City and saw it, I was like, oh, gotta steal it. And so I did. And then, of course, I got caught and had a really bad time. Alright, stick that bad boy there. Kitchenware supplies. Dog dish. Not exactly what you want to see in a kitchen. Ooh, there we go. Put another tea. There we go. Put the kettle on. Right about there. Excelente. Dinnerware. Actually, you know what? I have back in here. No, it's just in here. Or is it in furniture? There we go. That's what I was looking for. We have accessories. I think I need another stove. Or you know what? We're gonna put the kettle over here because nobody's ready for tea yet. Any of you British folk, I'm sorry. But tea is not my #1 priority, which is so funny because I drink a ton of it. But right now, I want some bacon and eggs. I'm going to turn the handle inward for safety. Safety, kids. These are top priority. Alright, what else we got? Oh, get some clean dishes. Just throw that in the air here. Take that. And stick this down here. Just like so. Cool. We don't care about cleanliness. Recipe book. That's very important. Make sure this guy knows how to actually cook some stuff. Awesome. Cutting board. I don't really use my top. There we go. Turn that around. Stick that there. Oh, no, we're going to get rid of that one and we're going to use this bad boy. Just put it there. Grab it. Cutting board over a little bit. There we go, just like so. Chopping and chopping and chopping them feet and serving it up to you. Hope you're hangry. Oh, look at that, it snapped right in there. Even though it's wrong. And then I turn the snap off and it's still on snap. Object snap off. Let's turn our grid on. Get in there. It's like almost perfect. Come on. Alright, let's start with that. Make it dip. Dippity dip. There we go. Now let's see if we can get it in there. No! Wrong one. Oop, hey, get back over there. That's perfect. That works. I will take it. What the heck is that? Dishwashing supplies. Oh. Let's, shoot it here. Nice. What else we got? What else we got? Ooh. Rad roast. You know what? Let's, put you there. I can take you and stick you here. Fresh on the menu. Nice. And that's looking a little empty. That looks like it needs some fire. Let's go into... Where I want to go. Let's check this one out. Candles and lamps. Lampes. There we go. Of course, that's got all those stones, so maybe not that one. Alright, so let's go into CVC and fire. Fire. We have exactly what I'm looking for. That's not bad. Alright, let's take that guy and make it here. Shrink it. Couple of turns, and then we'll stick it in here. Oh, boy, that stupid thing turned on. I don't know. Not feeling that fire. Try that one. Alright, so that one's putting off smoke. That one's not. Okay, now it is. Alright. Oh, jeez. Wrong one. There we go. Let's take that guy. Let's stick it in here. Why I'm not seeing my fire. But it's in there. We know it's in there. Can we see it? Can we see some smoke? No, we can't. Where'd my fire go? Alright, we're gonna have to do another one, I guess. Oh, cheese and crackers. Alright. Let's see. Maybe... Ah. Smoke. Fire. Smoke. That's wall of fire. We don't really want a wall of fire. Alright. Whatever. It's fine. I don't care. Wasted enough time on that. Alrighty. Now we need, oh. Think. Back to Woody's Wasteland. Decorations. There we go. Nice. Oh, really? You're not gonna snap? Can't even see it. There we go. Now I can see what I've got. Just gonna throw that in there like so. Oh, you snapped to that one. I see. Whatever. Okay. Now we're going back to furniture and stuff. Let me put some doors on. Let's see. You open that way. That way should probably be better. And that way. Awesome. Cool. Alright. We got all that done. We need some lighting in there. What do we get? Nope, not that one. S'mores lights. Actually, I'm going to be using... That's too nice looking, though. But I will be using, like, some... Look funny. Oh, because you weren't lit up yet. Nice. Okay, well, let's... Oh, that gives off blue light. I didn't even pay attention to that. That could be fun. Cool. I like it. And that's just a regular one. Okay. Wasn't planning on using these per se, but does work. We got green, purple. I like purple. Nice. Add a little pizzazz here. And a little color. Love it. Red. Absolutely. Doesn't really look red though, but I'll take it. That's fine. Get you up there so you're a little more hidden. What else we got? Green. Yeah, I guess green. Yeah, why not? That's festive in a sense. Green. I don't know, back to blue, I guess. It's fun. Another purple. Why not? Cool. Now we'll just put a regular one here. I do have other lighting that I'm gonna stick in place in a moment. Once I remember where the heck they are. Let's check CVC. Whoops. There we go. Decorations, resources, lights. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I think in here? Let's find out. Ah, there we go. That's kind of fun stuff there. You know what, maybe we'll stick some like right up here. That just right. Boom. We got little rockets for this one. And yeah, we'll stick that guy there. This is a fun place. Awesome. Oh, flamingos! Absolutely. Each side has its own theme, I guess. What the heck are those? Oh, those are flowers. Why not? I don't care. There we go. What else we got? Teacups. Boring. Egg lights. Oh, look at that. We can do a little fun. The main... Where's the main? Hang on. We do this on the main side. There we go. We can help draw some attention. Come in and have a Meyerlurk sandwich or something. Oh, geez, I missed completely. Nice. You know, we're going to do the same thing on both sides. Have a little bit of symmetry here. Okay. Let's see how I do on this one. Hey, not too bad. Awesome. Alright. Let's see. Let's go back into here. Whoops-a-doodle. Hearts. Nah. We don't need no hearts. Let's do another rocket ship here. Oh, wait, no. I already have a rocket ship there. Did I... There we go. I skipped one over here. Cool. Do another flaming. Oh, wait. No, I already have something there. Nice. Alright. This is Party Central. Cool. Now let's fix our weather here so we can actually see this in all of its glory. This is looking a little dark and bleh. Alright, game, world, weather, clear. Nice. Oh, look at that. It's the evening, too. Turn off our light. Look at that. You come walking in here, you're like, whoa, look at this thing. It's all lit up. You're like, hey, dude, give me a burger.
And serve.
And, of course, he ignores you.
Protect and serve.
And that's all he says. But that's okay. Sweet. Okie dokie, folkies. That is going to do it for this episode. I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, don't get irradiated.